So what's up everyone, this is Dan with Roseals, and today I'm unboxing my package from Retroarms. I actually got quite a few number of stuff from them. This is the very first time that I've owned a Retroarms product besides one of their pistons. Otherwise, I have never touched their products before. I have no idea what to expect, and this is quite excited. Oh, by the way, I'm not sponsored. I actually paid for all of this myself. I actually paid for all this stuff myself. It was very expensive. If I recall, it was around like $210, $220 US worth of parts. I've been aware of Retroarms when it comes to AEG. I'm sort of aware of their reputation. I'm sort of aware of what they do, and I've always wanted to try their parts, and that's the reason why I picked all this stuff. This time, I picked up all this stuff is for an AK. So I picked up one of their CNC. They sell their CNC motor cage as well as their CNC gearbox separately. So everything is really clean looking. Like, holy god. That's what your cage would theoretically look like. I don't know what the fitment is with motors at the moment, but I will try that later. And they also give you a few screws for the motor cage. They give you 2 long ones, so that's for there, and then 2 short ones for the bottom over there. And this right here is their CNC trigger in orange. I really like flat face triggers. Flat face triggers is one of my favorite type of triggers. I shoot better with them. I shoot faster with them. So that's the reason why I got it. And I got it in the orange color. I like orange, and I like blue. I'm a little bit of a weirdo, but you know, that's just what I like. And I also got one of their CNC fire selector screws. The main reason why I wanted this was because, if you guys didn't know, for an AK, the screw that you normally have to torque out, you either have to use like a crimp or use or if your fingers are really strong, you can torque it off. But in this case, I can just use a tool to torque it off. As you can see, it's a hexagon, but it also has a shape in the middle for me to put a screwdriver in and torque it out. Although I'm not entirely sure what screwdriver head would I use for this. I'm not entirely sure why it looks like that. That's the CNC screw. You have to buy that separately. It does not come with a selector or anything like that. And then this right here is the orange selector. So that is cool. That's really cool. Like, that is extremely clean looking. Wow. And what appears to be the detent that you use, this is the thing that interfaces with your AK receiver that makes the selector clicky. And this is called the Type A selector. They also make a Type B. I personally prefer the Type A, is because normally an AK selector does not have an area for you to move the selector with your finger. This does. They also have that with the Type B, but the Type B one is sort of cut apart and smaller. So I personally prefer the Type A. And then I ordered some bushings from them. The reason why I just did this is because since I'm ordering from their website, I might as well get everything from them. So these are their steel bushings. I might be building a 10:1 DSG in this setup, so I'm not going to use bearings. Normally, I use bearings for everything, but I have never built a 10:1 DSG before, so I'm not sure what to expect. And now for the Gucci part of this video. This is their version 3 CNC aluminum gearbox. So this is the quick chain spring version. Please note that they also make a version that has a fixed spring guide. I got the one with the quick change spring. Oh my god, the gearbox is lightweight as hell. Holy crap, this looks Gucci as hell. Holy crap, that looks bloody beautiful. How very cool. Jesus. So let me see what else does this thing come with. I don't really know what to expect. Okay, so these are Torx head screws. Why is there a really small one? I'll figure that out later, but it comes with a lot of screws. And this is their quick change spring guide that uses a hexagon shape. So I hope this is not aluminum. I think it is aluminum, so let me quickly check. Yeah, it's aluminum. And then this part is also aluminum. The middle of the spring guide is steel. I just want to quickly check something. So I want to clarify a few things when you actually buy gearboxes like this. When you buy aftermarket gearboxes, you still have to do all your AEG checks, meaning you still have to do your parts checks, you still have to test if your tappet plate moves, you still have to test if all your stuff moves correctly before you assemble into the gearbox. You also have to make sure that when you shim it, you don't shim it to the point where the sector gear is too high and it will hit the tappet plate track. I noticed that right off the bat, they shortened the tappet plate track. Notice how like this area is higher and this area is not as high. It's hard for you to tell on camera. But as you can see, there's like a shelf here, but there's no structure here. There's a lot less. That's probably because the sector gear has a stub and will probably go close to that. So I'm guessing that's the reason why they shortened that area. I also noticed that around the bottom side of the gearbox, they have these little structures over here. I don't recall a V3 has these structures. I might be wrong, but it looks a little bit different from what I expected. Curious, very curious. And supposedly these gearboxes are drop-in for gate tines. I will be using a Perun V3 optical. It's because Perun just recently released it. I'm sort of getting that in right now to build the version 3 on this. So that's going to be quite an exciting build. I really hope that works out. I actually haven't told Perun that I'll be using their MOSFET in something like this yet. Is because this is the very first time I ever played around with something like this. They're radiused all over already. They're radiused in all the right places. Here's a better look at the radiusing. And the bottom is radiused, but it doesn't show up as clearly. And I also noticed that the structure for the whole upper here is a little beefier. Can you see the whole tire structure on the top? Must be some sort of reinforcing design. Oh, interesting. And then the front is quite beefy. It's quite thick. Okay, quite interesting. And they also edged out the area over here for where your tappet plate would sit. I'm not entirely sure if that's necessary. And let me see, is there any other surface details here? Yeah, just the same structure over here for the cylinder area. Huh, everything is so strange to look at a gearbox like this because it's like so bloody clean. So by the way, when it comes to these gearboxes, I don't know if you guys care, but there is like a black version and there's like I think there's a few different colors. I just got whatever I saw on their website. This happens to be the silver one. Not so sure if that's a good thing. I have never shimmed inside a shiny gearbox before, so I don't know what the light reflection will look like, but I would imagine doing your light tests would be a little bit more efficient with gearboxes that are this shiny. I'm not going to talk too much about what a light test is. You guys can search that online. But yeah. So that's it for the video, guys. Sorry for the boring video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. I also got a Facebook page and store. The store has discounts at the moment, so please do consider checking it out. Links are all down in the description below. Peace, guys. Happy shooting, and thanks for watching.